Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. So for today, this is something that's been on my mind. We're going to talk about the problems with eyeshadow swatches. So basically when the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette came out, a lot of people were kind of up in arms. They were talking about, this is ashy, the ashiest palette ever. It looks like crap. And I was just kind of like, dang, y'all, like, wait a minute, ease up. So me personally, I've never gone off of swatches. If you're not familiar with my channel, it's a rare occasion that you're going to catch me like going through a palette and doing a bunch of swatches on my arm. I don't do that. I don't believe in that. And the reason why I don't believe in that, because a swatch on your arm, I mean, let's just think about it. It's like we're all intelligent here. A swatch on your arm is not at all going to transfer the same way as it does on your eyelid. Think about it. Your arm. The texture and the way your arm feels and the texture and the skin on your eye, first of all, two totally different situations. Some of us have a little bit of peach fuzz on our arms. That's going to definitely change things. I know my arms definitely feel way more drier than my eyelids. My eyelids are super oily. So you really have to take in consideration that a swatch on the arm ain't really going to tell you much. I mean, it'll kind of give you an idea of like what the color may look like on your skin tone, as far as, okay, maybe is it cool tone, is it warm, is it a neutral, but as far as how it is going to look and apply on your eye, girl, no, that ain't it. That is not the movement. So my thing is, when people, something that I see them do a lot, I have my heat palette here, what they'll do is they'll take it, they'll put their finger in, and then they will start it here and then move it down. Okay, and so something that they'll say is, I don't know if you guys can catch it, it's like, oh, well, it started off great with the pigment, but then it got patchy. No shit, it got patchy. Here's the thing, guys. I say this all the time when I'm doing eyeshadow. The first spot that you initially place your brush, that spot is going to have the most pigmentation. That's just the way it is, no matter if you're using a high-end eyeshadow, Wet n Wild, drugstore, no matter what, that is always going to be the case. So when people swatch and are like, oh yeah, well see, it started off great and it got patchy, it's like, well duh, because you placed the majority of the pigment where you first initially placed your finger, and then as you get down, because you've swatched it, you've lost the color because there's just no more color on your finger. So that just really blows my mind that people really seriously take these swatches on the arm seriously. I don't really care for it. I'm not here for it. Whenever I'm in Ulta or Sephora shopping around looking at eyeshadows, I'll swatch things to kind of see what the formula feels like. But listen, on your arm and how it goes onto your eye, two totally different stories. Then the same thing, I've even seen it where people, you know, they'll even take a brush and they'll do a swatch with the brush. It's like, yes, okay, I get it a little bit more accurate, but here's the thing. I don't care what kind of palette you were using. Again, high-end drugstore. If you're using your finger to apply a shimmer shade on your lid, it is always going to pop off way more vibrant. Here's why. Your finger, obviously, your fingers have oils in them, so it's kind of like when you take a brush and you spray it with Fix Plus. It's the same thing. So your finger naturally has more oils in it, so it's going to pick up more product, and then the warmth from your finger is going to really, really intensify and make that shadow blend out a little bit more. So that's why it's like I can't trust what a shimmer shade does on a brush, knowing that most of the time if I really want something super, super vibrant on myself, or even working with clients for a shimmer shade, I will definitely, for sure, 100% use my finger just to place it and make it more vibrant. Now, switching gears here, crossing over into a matte situation. I feel like mattes can be super, super tricky because you can swatch a matte shade on your arm, same deal, but because the formulation of mattes are so different than a shimmer shade, it really doesn't matter to me what it's going to swatch like. Take into consideration of this, your eyelids, again, different skin texture in your arm. Most of us are going to use an eye primer. I have to use an eye primer just simply because my eyelids are oily. It's kind of like hit and miss. If you don't have oily lids, it's probably something you don't have to worry about, but my eyelids are super, super oily, just like the rest of my face, and 9 times out of 10, I want a little bit more of a pigmentation. That's something that you have to really pay attention to, especially when you are brown skin and deeper. It's kind of like if you really want the shade, you know, the lighter you are, of course, the more vibrant sometimes the shade's going to pop off. So if you are a little bit of a deeper skin tone, if you take like a eyeshadow base or even a concealer, something that's a little bit lighter, it's going to help give you more of a vivid eye look. Same thing, NYX, they make a all white eyeshadow primer. If I'm doing something really funky on a client or myself with crazy bright colors, I will use that white base because the white base is going to push it to look more vibrant. So that's something else you need to take in consideration. So basically, guys, don't buy into the hype with the eyeshadow swatches on the arm. It's like, yes, it's a guide, but don't let that kind of sway you in the direction of if you want to try a product or not. I always say, if you can, go into a store, see it for yourself, hold the product, mess around with it yourself before you go off of what the swatches are, because I really feel like, unfortunately, a lot of people are out here just purposely trying to just bash a brand, and that is never my intention, to bash a brand, because my thing is, it's not easy coming up here, putting yourself out there like that. And so I'm always a real tactful person. I'm honest. If I don't like something, I'll just say, hey guys, you know what? Didn't work out for me. Might work for you. Let me know. However, you will never hear me sit up here saying, look how this swatches. This looks crazy. This is crap. No. I'll just say, didn't work. All right, guys. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that kind of maybe is making you think a little bit when you see all these crazy arm swatches. Like I said, they are a good guide, a good idea to kind of, you know, figure out, okay, maybe do I want to see it? Do I want to try it out? But don't solely base your opinion off of social media eye swatches, because, honey, just use your own brain. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Oh, also, as usual, don't forget, drop down below in the comments, let me know your thoughts and your opinions on this. Alright guys, thanks, I'll see you soon.